Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday. I hope so far you guys are having a good weekend. Um, I don't even know what time it is. Probably about 8:30, 8 or 8:30 in the morning. And let's see. It's I'm having a brain fart this morning. It is October, I believe, the 17th. Nope. Yes, 17th. Yeah, it's Saturday. I go back to work Monday. I've actually been on vacation this week and got hardly anything done. Oh, well, you know. Anyway, I'd like to start this video off by saying hello and welcome to all my new subscribers and all of you who have been with me from the beginning. Hope you're having a great day. I have a few items to show you, a little bit of live chat, and I believe this is, oh my gosh, this is podcast episode 104? It's 104 or 105. I know I'm close. It's in somewhere between there. um, so I did get a few things done, and like I stated earlier, I was on vacation this week. Had personal time that you had to use up before the end of this month, so I did that, and then just used like a vacation day. And I had all these plans. I had everything written down, and I was gonna like do this, I was gonna do that, and life happens, guys. So it didn't work out so well. And that's okay. I got to spend time with my family, my children, two of my children on Monday, the 12th, which was Columbus Day. And so we were off anyway. But two of my kids had birthdays. Amanda, who most of you, if you've been following me from the beginning, you know that she also sometimes will pop up. But we used to do like a steady podcast together when she wasn't working and busy and, you know, doing everything that she does. And my son, who I think you've only met maybe once or twice, but they are 9 years apart. They were both born October 12th. Amanda just turned 30 and Nathan just turned 21. So time is flying. Time is flying, guys. Anyway, we had wonderful time visiting with them. I love seeing my kids. I know that they're adults and you know, they have so much going on, and, you know, Nathan's has recently been become engaged, but it's nice when they take the time to come and see you, and I don't have to just, you know, make a phone call and say, happy birthday. So you know, they came over and I got my loves and we got to talk and, you know, eat. It was just great. So to me, my vacation was definitely, a good vacation. So very productive. Uh, we had a lot of stuff going on. Jack's mom was in the hospital. She is, you know, she has since been home. They got a stent in. She did have a heart attack, but she is doing so much better. I'm just amazed at the things that they can do now. It's absolutely amazing. And unfortunately, my really good friend, you know who you are, and you know I didn't ask permission to say who she is on the podcast, but her mother passed away Saturday. So you know I love you, and I'm here for you if you need anything. So we've been dealing with a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of tears and prayers going up, and we just, I mean, this I feel like this world has just become a hot mess. And we just have to keep in prayer and keep, you know, believing that things will get better. But, you know, people have to also remember it's important to stay safe and, you know, be there for each other, help each other out. I don't, you know, neighbor, whoever, stranger, if you know, if they need help, do it. It's very unfortunate, and I've had some of my podcasters, or not podcasters, but some of my subscribers reach out either on my Facebook page or personally. Please know that I am praying for you, and you can contact me anytime because the power of prayer is absolutely amazing. So Don't ever feel like, you're bothering me, or, you're, loading a lot of stuff. It doesn't matter. We're all in this together. So if you would like for me to pray for you, please just send me a message, happytohook@gmail.com. And if you forget that, it'll be in the description box below. So, but yeah, so we have had a lot going on. And if you have had that kind of a crazy week as well, I'm praying for you. So, it's 50 degrees today, but last night it got down to 34. So, yeah, the cold weather is coming. Am I prepared for it? Sure, why not? Is my body prepared for it, is what you should be asking. Heck no. My aches and pains are coming back. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Today I'm drinking... Amanda brought me over a big package of what's called Cameron's coffee, and I like dark roast. If I'm going to drink coffee, I like to taste my coffee. But I also like, and I think I've got Italian creamer in here today. It's yummy, you guys. It's so good. But I've been drinking an awful lot of tea lately, and I've got to replenish. I got to get on Amazon because I can't be out of tea. And I always buy apple cider for Jack because I've got a little Keurig in my kitchen, and he loves the little Keurig cups of... oh man, now I forgot the brand. Anyway, it's like apple spiced apple cider, and there's another one. They come together in a package. Something Orchard maybe. I don't know. But he likes it. So this is the time of year that I make sure that I stock up on all that stuff, because when it gets colder, they're like, hey, I'd like a cup of cider. Or the kids, I buy a big, huge box of cocoa for them with the mushrooms. We're having steak tonight, if that helps the reason why I said mushrooms. But marshmallows. I'm not a big marshmallow fan. But if the cocoa's hot enough and it melts it, I'm good, because then it makes it sweeter. Anyway. Okay, so let's see. I've caught you up on some life things. Oh, wait. And the biggest thing. Here's the big kicker. So, I don't know, about 3 or 4 days ago, we heard this noise, like metal clacking together onto something, like it was trying to turn. I didn't know what the heck it was. I was coming up the stairs from waking up, and Jack was getting ready to head out. He goes, do you hear that noise? I go, yeah, what is it? He says, it's our refrigerator. I said, no. He says, yes. So our motor in our refrigerator was going out. So instead of, paying to get it fixed and a possibility of it happening again or whatever, we went refrigerator shopping on his day off on Wednesday. Bought a refrigerator. I measured everything. You know where this is going. We get the refrigerator that we want. I had it delivered. They could only bring it to the garage because of the pandemic. So yes, that means that 4 of us had to get the refrigerator up the stairs. So we have a door that leads to the garage. So we have the big garage door, which I had open. They delivered the refrigerator, and then there's a door leading into the house. The refrigerator was too wide and it couldn't fit in there. So then we put it on a dolly and had to walk it around to the front porch, up the stairs, through the front door, and then up a flight of stairs to the kitchen. You would think that would be easy, right? Holy smokes. It was terrible. That was the longest, I don't even know how long it took. Maybe 12 or 13 minutes. Longest 12 or 13 minutes of my life. It was terrible. It barely fit. And so I'm thinking in my head, I didn't say this out loud, but I'm like, Lord, if it barely fits up the stairs, did I measure wrong? Is it going to fit in the spot where the old one was? Yeah. What do you think? Nope. It's almost exactly an inch off. Yeah. So after I looked at Jack and he looked at me, we just started cracking up. I mean, we were laughing so hard the kids were coming in here to see what was going on. So we had our laugh, and then he looks me dead in the eye and he says, well, you really went out of your way to get your kitchen remodeled. So guess what? I'm getting the cabinets. And I honestly did not do it on purpose. I was very upset with myself because I had so much going on, and I'm measuring and I'm like, okay, so oh my gosh. I measured, I think I'm trying to remember, I measured over the handles instead of through the handles. That's where that extra inch had to have come from. But yeah, so I've got 2 refrigerators sitting in my kitchen right now. The old one, because we're cleaning it up. We've got a recycled program here in town, so they're going to come and pick it up next week. And the new refrigerator is sticking out about 32 inches from where it's supposed to be. So it's a good thing my kitchen's large enough that it's, not causing too much of a problem. But oh my gosh, you guys, it was hilarious because I just said, please fit, please fit. I'm just like, please go in there, please. Nope. So now we're looking at cabinets and everything. So, happy early Christmas to me. I'm just saying. So, okay. It's been almost 12 minutes. So that's what's been going on, guys. We're going to get into the yarn, I promise. So thank you for sticking with me so far. Okay. So as you know, I started another scrap blanket with some some colors that I thought would be kind of cool if I just picked it up and worked on it, like Halloween colors. So it's purple, lime green, probably sprint green or spring green, I think. Yeah, spring green, lime green. There's one row of lavender, black and orange. I had a lot of orange balls of yarn, and some are really bright orange and some are not so bright. So there's some guy walking by. That's weird. Anyway, people walk by that because I live right off of a street, but he was looking at the house. I think he's walking his dog. Anyway, so I think it turned out cute, but I didn't have enough to make it as long as I would normally like it, because it's usually about 30 by 60. So I finished it and I was like, oh man, do I go and just get some yarn to make it as long as the other 4? And Jack said, no, leave it just like that. And so he's going to keep this up and I'm going to have like a ton of blankets, but he wants me to keep this one too because he liked it. Abigail wanted it. They're driving me crazy. So I got that done, and I really enjoyed making it, but it took me longer this time because so I took a picture of all the balls of yarn, and I did a couple of rows, took pictures of that because I love showing you guys what I work on or how it would look, whatever. And then I got some orders for some Shrek hats, which is really exciting for me because right now in my shop for the last year, that's been my #1 seller, is my Shrek hat. So I was out of a green, so I went to Hobby Lobby to buy some more so I can whip up some more hats because it's October, and I honestly didn't think that it was going to be maybe as busy in my mind. And then I thought, well, wait, why wouldn't it? It's almost Halloween, and some people might just want Halloween hats, right? So I went. They're having their 30% off sale, Hobby Lobby. It ends today, I believe, and or tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah. So I've been working on Shrek hats. I had a few other orders, and actually the headband that I made up, I sold 6 of those. So and one she liked all of them, but she wanted a red one, so I also made her a red for her girls. And so I've just been really busy, and you guys, I am like totally grateful for that. And I put out on my Facebook page that I had someone ask me if I would make them 6 pocket shawls. So You guys were great with sending me links to some of them. And some of them I have seen. I just like getting, you know me, I like getting a variety. And so I'm probably going to try several just to see which one I like best. Because they're for Christmas. It's October. I have plenty of time. So I just want to thank you for sending those out to me right away. And I will see which one I like. Because, you know, everybody's popping up. Every time I turn around, there's another video for a pocket shawl. And they're all stinking adorable. So I'm like, why not? You know, just sit down and make one and then just make another style and see which one I like time-wise, yardage-wise, and look. So that's, you know, I just want to make sure. And the thing is, all 6 of them, she doesn't want fringe. She just wants the pocket shawl. So that helps me. I don't have to, you know, use as much yarn. So, and I have a ton of whips. Someone asked me about whips. I don't know who you are. Oh, darn. But because I used to show whips all the time. I still have the same ones. I haven't really done anything with them. And so that's disturbing to me. So I'll work on them later. I think, you know, when I'm not so busy, I'll just grab one whip bag and then complete it and then show you. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so let me show you my scrap blanket first because I really, really like how it turned out. I got stuff everywhere. My shoulder and my knee are going, it's cold outside, Lisa. Let me back up. Let me back up, up. Uh-oh, I'm missing something over there. Ugh, they're falling. I tried to restock my yarn right here, and I'm noticing there's a gap there, and I didn't use any of that yarn. Okay, and if you see any little bits of yarn, I haven't like trimmed anything yet, and I'm trying to remember. Okay, so this is where it starts. It started, let me see, I'm just going to stand up, guys. Okay, so here's where I started at the bottom. That's like the gray and black, no gray, black and orange. But you see how many different shades of orange there are in here? I really like this green part. This green part makes me happy. And this one. So yeah, I just randomly picked up yarn. Now this one right here, the reason this is all green and not mixed with anything is because I was working on, I was working on a cowl and I wanted it really nice and thick. So I used 2 strands, and what I had left over was this one. And since I'm doing 2 strands of yarn, I had a little ball left. So that's why this is the only one on here that's got one solid color with nothing mixed in it. But I really, really like this one. It turned, see how much orange? I told you guys this had a lot of orange in it. And then I had one thing of, this has gray and black in it, and it's a chunky yarn. So I went ahead and added that too because I thought it was a good shade of purple. So let me this thing is heavy. This must have been really, I mean, oh my gosh, this is heavier than all the other ones, which is kind of strange. But there it is. And Jack was covering up with it last night. He says that it was really cold. Well, it got cold last night, so he was covering up with it. I'm very happy with this. And I've already got another, I think I showed you guys a picture on Facebook. I have a bunch of pastel colored balls of yarn, so I'm going to make another like pastel scrap blanket. Quite honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it soon because, like I said, I want to, even though the pocket shawls aren't due till Christmas time, I want to just make sure because I'm also trying to get my Etsy shop, you know, the inventory stopped. So all the stuff that I'm going to show you now, which is not many, but there's a few things, are all going to go in my shop once I get the pictures taken and get everything uploaded. So let me see, I've got this one. This, I just had this. Oh, there it is. Hold on. I'm not sure if I mentioned it to you, to you guys, but I was looking at just scragglers of yarn, like just one ball of yarn. If I don't have enough to make like a set or something, I'll just whip up a hat or a cowl or a headband or whatever. So when I was rearranging all my yarn, as you can see, I found this one, impeccable. It is colorway Fresh Lilac Ombre. And I didn't have another one. So I thought, and I've got enough. I think I have enough for a headband. So I'm going to make a headband with it. But I made a divine hat, and I was so happy with how it turned out. So it's an unusual color, but I really like it. And it is super soft. I mean, it's just really kind of squishy. So yeah, I love it. So it turned out really nice. So this was my first completed object from this week past. So there's that one. And yeah, it's impeccable yarn. It doesn't have a sale tag on it, so I'm not even sure if this is discontinued or not. But it is a number 4 weight. 192 yards is in one skein of yarn. So, and it made a hat, and like I said, it's gonna make a headband too. Let me get that out of the way and slide it on over here. Okay, next I made a hat and cowl set for a child. I used this, which I just recently purchased from Hobby Lobby. It's this one here. Let's see. Sugar Pom Pom, Baby Bee, and it is super bulky, so it's a number 6. Recommended hook size is an N/P. I used an M. I used an M to make this one. It's like one of my favorite hooks for chunky yarn or like double-stranded, 2 strands of yarn or whatever. It's an M hook, but it's got like a bamboo handle. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And of course it's in the living room, so I can't even show it to you. But like I said, this is a number 6. It's 3.5 ounces and it's only 55 yards. So I had 3 of these and this is what's left over out of 3. And like I said, it's super bulky. So before I show you what I made, let me just say the yarn is, it's soft. It's not as soft as even the impeccable yarn that I just showed you that hat I made. But it's not bad. I didn't know what to make with this. I don't know if people, made blankets with it or, hats or garments. I mean, because it's pretty thick. However, because of the little dots that are in there, you see that? I had to cut and reassemble because I skipped a stitch, and when I went to pull it, because of these little things, it got tangled. And so I was really having to work with it to get it off of there. That's the only drawback to using them with these little dots on them. But it's super cute. I think it's, it's okay. I didn't like the little dots because of that fact. So if it was just incorporated into that without the little puff balls, because there's like little tiny dots. I mean, you can feel them and everything. So, it was okay. But having to redo it, you just make sure you don't skip a stitch because pulling it apart was murder. I'm just saying. So, but it makes a really nice thick hat. And this is a child set. So this is that 30-minute hat I was telling you guys about. I've been linking it in several of my videos because these work up really quick. And sometimes I'll put a pom-pom, sometimes I won't. This one will probably get a pom-pom because it's for a kid and they love that stuff. So I barely used any of, man, I think I used, it wasn't a lot, guys. Like I said, this is only 55 yards. I'm trying to remember. The first one made this hat. Okay. And then the second one made the matching cowl to go with it. And I do sew it right there. And I didn't have any cute buttons, and I didn't want to take away from the print on the cowl. And this is really, I don't know, maybe because I used an M, I don't know, but it's kind of thick. So I got to make sure to put that in the description because if it's really, really cold outside, this would be the thing to wear. I'm just saying, because it just made it really thick and it's very warm. I had my granddaughter try it on and oh my gosh, she looks so adorable. I almost didn't want to put it in the shop. It might not. I can't say no to them. That's my problem. I gotta quit making all this stuff because then she just looks, she goes, ooh, Nana. That's it. That's all I gotta hear. And so I'm like, yeah, it's for my shop. It's for my shop. So it's not like she can't pick something something else. So again, the 30-minute beanie. And I've used chunky yarn with every one that I've made. I didn't know if I clarified that or not. So this one is Loops and Threads. Charisma? I want to say Charisma, but it's one of my favorite colors. Dragonfly. Love it. So this is also a 30-minute. And that's how it worked up. And Jack said, that's very Halloween looking. And I thought, yeah, I guess so. But I like it. And this is the hat. If you're just joining me, I will put a link in the description box. Remember, Lisa, remember. I'm going to try to remember that. And it works up. It's called a 30-minute beanie, and it takes, if you're advanced crocheter, it might not even take you that long because it works up really fast, just going back and forth. But what you're doing is, excuse me, you're making it smaller at the top by using single crochets, half double crochets in the middle, and then when you get to the end, you're doing single crochets in the back loop only to make the brim. So you can clearly see it. It's kind of hard with this one, but this one, it turned out very, very nicely because you can clearly see the brim, and then these are the half double crochets, and then you cinch it at the top when you do the single crochet. So this one you can see really well because it's lighter, but I just love making these. They're super quick, and I always, I make the hat and then the cowl to go with it. So this is going up in my shop as well, and it's really soft and squishy. I like making it with these sets with chunky yarn and a large hook because it keeps you warm, but it's not, it's just very, it's very stretchy. This is just a back loop. I just love it. So there's that. And yeah, this is my favorite color. Aren't those colors great together? I just think they're so cool. I love it. Dragonfly. As a matter of fact, I like this so much. I only had two skeins of yarn. I don't know where I put it. But I know it's 109 yards in each one. And I ordered 3 more. Because I got these on clearance at Michael's on the rare occasion when I'm in Springfield, and I always have to go to Michael's when I'm there. So they had them, I think they were $2.97, and they only had 2. I wish they'd had more, but I bought them, and I found an Etsy shop that was selling a package of 3, and when you broke it down with the shipping and everything, I think it cost me like $4.75 each. It was well worth it. I love working with that. That's one of my favorite yarns, and of course it was Dragonfly. It's one of my favorite colors. So I had a good time with that one. Okay, so lastly, these are, I can't really say they're finished. So look, I said I wasn't going to show you any whips, right? So I was telling you that I'm looking at my list to see what this is for. Okay, it's just a list of stuff I was making. So Shrek is one of my top selling hats. So starting in October, I just start making them up. So I made these yesterday. They whip up really fast because it's just a standard beanie. And then inside, that way when I get an order, oh, I think I just moved that, sorry. Inside there, I have the ears tucked away so that I can put them on. I know it sounds weird, but I don't like to sew them on right now because I'm redoing this, and I had a spot before I decided I wanted to make my craft show look a little bit neater. I had a spot that fit these perfectly, and I just don't like the ears being crunched up or anything. So once I get the order, all I have to do is sew the ears on and, of course, sew in my little, weave that in, and then I mail it out. But I was very happy with that one skein of Limelight. Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn because it made 4 hats. It did not make all the ears. It only made 6 ears, but 4 hats. And then I looked at this and I'm like, this isn't even the color I used. So the green is a little bit more toned down. I don't know. It's like a key lime green. not as bright. I mean, I still think these will be fine because this is what I started with, and then I found this really pretty green, and I like the other green better. So when I make another one, I'll try to remember to show you guys that. But, oh, there was one other thing. Another finished object. Can you guys see that right there? That is Hug in a Shawl by Cosetta Laws, Miss Setta's Place. This is her pattern. She had made one for me with a cross in the back as a gift. It was, oh boy, did I cry that day. You know, I'm just saying, when the Lord speaks to you through you and tells you to contact someone or do something for that person, just do it. You know, the higher power is at work. Just step aside and listen to what he's got to say. So this is that pattern, and I got it, and I whipped that up in just a few hours. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you have not made the Hug in a Shawl pattern by Miss Setta's Place, but Setta from Setta's Place, you need to do it. It is, number one, it's a great pattern. It works up very fast, and she does, just the way you do it, it's just so cool. And you also, oops, sorry. You also have an opportunity to make someone a gift that's only going to take you a couple of hours. And you can use that right there was, what was that? That was the yarn that Debbie sent me as our first 1 year anniversary of doing a yarn swap together. She's so stinking awesome. I just love you. Hi, Debbie. And that is Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. So this yarn is Red Heart Hopscotch in the colorway Bicycle. Yep. And yeah, I would go and get it, but right on the floor in front, I've got I can like barely have a little row here, guys, because I'm going through some stuff. So I would have to like kind of hop over to get it. So I'll remember to show that to you because I've got another video that I want to show you some items in. So it might just be next week. I don't know. This is the last day of yesterday was the last day of my vacation. I was all bummed. I love being on vacation. It's great to not think about work as much as I love my job. But that was so fun to make. And so what I do now in October is I start looking through Pinterest and Ravelry, you know, wherever I can find and it doesn't necessarily have to be really quick, but you don't want to spend a lot of time on items if you're going to get them or make them for birthday or Christmas, especially Christmas. So I like looking at crochet gifts, quick and easy projects, or just quick projects that you can, you know, make up for donating or giving away. I've got a bunch of stuff in my truck right now that I will be taking to work on Monday to our main building for donations for these kids and their families. I really, really want to thank you guys for that because, you know, there's so many charitable things that people can do. And, you know, even, you know, 1 or 2 items is something that's going to add to what we have. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. I've got, like I said, I've got a lot of stuff. Our church family, they donated a lot of stuff as well. The kids, someone went to Walmart and bought a bunch of hat and glove sets for these kids. And as, excuse me, as a social worker, you know, myself dealing with these families, I just want to really express my gratitude because, you know, sometimes these kids don't have hats to wear. And, you know, sometimes, you know, and that's what they're there for. So if I get a client that does not have a hat or a scarf for themselves or their children, you know, I just say, you know what, don't worry about it. I will bring it on our next visit. And so that's what I'll do. And then, of course, there's children who don't get adopted out or fostered, and they will remain in our main building until, you know, or through the holidays. And it's nice for them to have gifts, something of their very own. So when they get that hat and their scarf or that blanket, they don't have to share that with anyone if they don't want. That's their own personal thing. So, you know, there's lots of stuff that we do. There's lots that we see, but that really makes my job rewarding to me. So, you know, it's just nice to help people. It's nice. And excuse me. I wanted to also, what was it? I was looking for a color. See, I was looking for a thing of yarn and now I can't remember. I'll remember. I was going to see if anybody had it. I might post it on Facebook. So if you guys are not a member of my Facebook page, please hop on over there and join us. We would love to have you. And every time I reach another 100, we're almost to 700 or close to it. I do a giveaway for a free pattern because, you know, it's not something I have to ship, and it's something that you yourself would want. So I always do a free pattern up to $5 value. So if you don't know, or if you are not a member, be a member. If you know anyone who is not a member and would love to be, have them join us. I think it'd be great. So I'm not sure if there's anything else. I've just wanted to make sure to show you what I was working on. I've got a few other things going, but nothing that I can show you right now. I'm not big on showing whips because, number one, I just don't like to. Because sometimes I just put it over there and forget. Do you guys do that? I mean, I know we're at 36 minutes. Give me a few minutes here, people. But, okay, I have so much in my head and I see something or I see a podcast and I'm like, oh man, I got to make that. I will stop what I'm doing. I will come in my yarn room and I will pick out the yarn and I will get started on that project. And I might finish it that evening. That's how, I mean, that's just how my mind works. And the other item, if it's not, I'm not that it's not interesting enough to work up fast, but if I see any of my other fellow podcasters showing items that they've made and I haven't made it before, or if they show a color that I've had and I'm like, oh man, I got to do that, I will do it. I will just stop and I go, hold on. I'll come in this room and I'll try to find, you know, something similar to that and make it. And that's how I end up with a whip that I, you know, just kind of left by the wayside. But before I got onto that little rant, excuse me about that. I do check for quick projects to make at Christmas time. So what I was thinking is getting a list together and then doing a quick video to kind of help everyone and put some links in the description box in case anyone else is wanting to, you know, look for quick projects. There's places, I know there's websites that have like free ebooks that you can download and print up and everything. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in, let me know because I will be more than happy to do it. It won't be this long, I promise. Maybe half so. But anyway, I have shown you what I've been working on. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Again, it is Saturday, but it's early. So if you have anything planned, please be safe. If you're traveling, please travel safe. And I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully soon. Happy hooking, guys. Bye.